Just gonna review some things with you guys. El tiempo pretérito is just the past tense. Don't be confused by fancy grammar terms. Examples would be walked, talked, ate, sat, enjoyed, and discovered. The preterite tense or the past tense in English typically ends in ed, although there are words like ate and sat that have spelling changes. This will also occur in Espanol. Our terminaciones de verbo, verb endings, these are the ones that we've been focusing on for the last 2 weeks. For AR verbs in the past tense, they end in e con acento, and it has to have the acento and it must go uphill. An example of this, I watched, would be like yo mire, yeah, I watched, and then he watched, él miró, yeah. If this does not have an accent, you're saying I watched, so you have to be careful which one you're using. Um, for ER/IR verbs, it's an E or an I with an acento. Means I did something in the past. For example, I discovered. We are familiar with descubrir, to discover. If I want to say I discovered, por Dios, yo descubrí. And then for he discovered, or how old is she? Ella descubrió. Yeah, and it has to have an accent on it so that you indicate that it happened in the past. So these are the two verb endings that we have so far. Well, technically four because there's two for each. If you do not know these, you will need to know these by this lesson because we're going to have one more added today. The words for it and them are lo, la, los, las. These can also mean the, so you do have to be careful when you're reading and writing where you put these. For example, Dusty vio una cangreburger y la robó. Dusty saw a Krabby Patty and stole it. In Spanish, we have to put the word for it right in front of the verb, the action word. In English, it would go right here, but we cannot do that in Espanol. For the task that you're going to do right now, you're going to rewrite your class's story as though you were the main character. So in this case, it would be you would be LeBron. Um, what's in green? Just leave it off. I don't have a sentence starter for you. You're just going to start off with I had a secret. Any of these words that are in red are the same in the yo form, so you do not need to change the spelling. However, anything, oh, I need to do this one too. Anything that is any action other than the ones that are in red that LeBron does need to be changed to the yo form. I did these things. Um, so, like for example, when he entered, you would need to change this to when I entered. So again, we have our verb endings up here. I will. Am I sharing this document? Yes, I will share this document with you guys so that you have it in front of you. So when you do this on a separate sheet of paper, you'll be able to to have that in front of you, the notes. With that said, to reiterate the task, you are going to rewrite this story as though you are LeBron James. So all the LeBron James actions are now your actions. So you use the yo form. So instead of LeBron, yo. And as always, buena suerte.